know what this video is called because, of course, the title name. But today we're going to be making a homemade boomerang. You can do it yourself or die. D.I.Y. Okay. Anyways, also, I thank all of my subscribers out there, and I'm going to start doing something new. It's called, I'm going to do shout-outs. So, what I'm going to do is the next person that subscribes to me, and either I will get a notification that you subscribe, but also comment down below in this video that I subscribed. And so, let's give 2 shout-outs. So the first shout-out is to my second newest subscriber, which is D.I.Y, but sorry if I said your name wrong, but anyways, and the other one is, check out my friend's channel, which is Brad9404. But anyways, let's get started into creating the boomerang. Okay, so first, before we get started, we need to show you some supplies you will probably need, because if you don't have the supplies, then how do you make the thing? So the supplies you will need will be some glue. Just make sure, I don't recommend Gorilla Glue though, because it really puffs up, and that's kind of going to make the performance of the boomerang not that great. Just recommend glue that sticks and will keep stuff sticky. Like, you don't want it, like, you glue it and then you put it on after it's dry. It's going to fall off when you throw the boomerang. So have some sticky glue. Here's the glue I'm going to be using. Also, use some scissors, and remember, be careful with the scissors. Don't hurt yourself. And if you need help, just ask someone else to help you that's probably more experienced. Use some scissors, and you shouldn't use dull scissors because it probably won't cut cardboard. Pencil, this is a mechanical pencil, but you can use just a normal everyday pencil. Eraser is recommended because you might mess up and you might have to erase something. And then here's paper, but this isn't just normal paper. This is cardstock paper. You'll need 2 pieces of cardstock paper. Also, and the last item you'll need is a piece of cardboard, about this big. I'm not totally sure how big it is, but at least have, maybe get a box or something. The cardboard will have to at least fit. But also, your boomerang will look something like this, but it will also look like this if you use it out in the rain, and it is not indestructible, so it can get bent. As you can see, here's a used one. And I was, before we get started too, I was inspired on making my own when a family member bought me this for $5. Why would you pay something for $5 if you can make your own at home? So I'm going to be teaching you how to make one at home. Okay, so the first step we're going to be doing is drawing your frisbee on this cardstock paper. So how to draw it is, it's pretty simple to draw. So what you want to do is draw lightly. But the design you want to make is kind of like a V. So start out drawing like a design like this. Oh gosh, broke. but draw a design similar to this, kind of like a V and a U combined. Then curve it over a little bit, like this. And then take the other side and curve it over like this. Now we need to do the final step. Draw it over here like this. And then kind of looks like they're meeting in the middle, but they're never gonna meet in the middle. So once it's about this width, then start curving like this. And also, if you mess up, it doesn't have to be perfect, just it needs to be good enough to work. And then curve it over like this. And then curve it over like that. Okay, so next we're going to cut out your boomerang. And it might not look perfect, but it'll work. It depends on how well you follow the instructions. So, anyways, when you're cutting, make sure to cut along the lines. And also, I'm going to have it in fast motion, so you don't have to wait for me just cutting and cutting and cutting. Okay, so the next part is we're going to trace your boomerang design onto another piece of cardstock paper. So basically, just take your pencil and push down on your boomerang outline from your cardstock boomerang you made, and then simply just trace it. So since this will probably take a while too, I will also put that in fast motion. Okay, so the next step we're gonna do is cutting out the other copy of the cardstock. And I will also have this too in fast motion, because you don't want to see me being bored just cutting it out. That's kind of boring. And so yeah, just get your scissors, cut it out, and remember to cut along the line. And also, if there's any mistakes you made, you can just re-go and erase. And yeah, let's get into cutting. Okay, so the next step you're going to do is grab your piece of cardboard. Here's a piece of cardboard I have. Place your piece of cardstock paper, one of the cardstock paper, but make sure both cardstock paper are level. And then what you're going to do is basically take it and draw. Outline. And then also you're going to cut it out too. And make sure to cut on lines, and I'll have both in fast motion. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is gluing the cardstock paper onto your piece of cardboard. So, basically how to glue is, first, of course, unscrew your glue and put dots every few, like this. I mean, you could either put it on the cardstock paper or the cardboard. It's your choice. It's just it might be a little bit more messy like this. And then just place it on and just rub on to make sure. Also, make sure when you're doing this project, maybe do it somewhere that you won't get like something messed up or whatever, because it's a little messy to do this project. And then just basically take the other side, level it up. And also, if you hear a fan noise, that's just the fan we have. And also, just take this one. I'll show you another way you can do it. Take this, go like this, little dots. And here, then pick it up, flip it over, and there you go. And yeah, then smooth it on, everything. Make sure it's pushed on. Make sure not to get any glue on here. You don't want glue drying on your cardstock paper, like this, the outside. Then just push it on, and then leave it to dry for about 30 minutes, for a half an hour or 30 minutes. And make sure not to bend your cardboard, and leave it to dry for 30 minutes. I will see ya in 30 minutes. Okay, so, anyways, before I wrap up this video, here's the completed product, and if you notice, it kind of does look like a wishbone, but it does work pretty well. We've tested it, we just tested it, but we're gonna get some video footage of us testing it, and anyways, let's get started into testing our boomerang. Okay, so, first, before we start throwing this, I'll give you a couple tips on how to throw it. I'm not the best boomerang thrower, I'm not a pro, but I'll give you some tips I've learned. So, here's some tips. Number one, usually grasp it by the longest end, unless they're all equal length, then you can just grasp it by any end, but usually grasp it by the longest end. Take it back, like this, and then throw, like that. But make sure not to throw on the ground. So, here, let's give a couple of demonstrations. But also, try not to do it outside when it's raining or the ground is really wet. And also, it's not indestructible. So if you really bang it against something, it can break, but let's get started to throwing it. And sometimes it might not come all the way back, but maybe just do it here. So let's start. Let's do a couple more throws. Let's see if we can catch it. Thanks for watching, and always remember to like and subscribe, and share this to your friends and family who may be interested. And also thanks to my cameraman Quinn, or Ultra Minecraft Quinn. You probably know him if you've watched my other videos. And anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.